This isn't about Instagram shade or a rap beef over chart positions. No, this is betrayal, blood, and a public beatdown so brutal it has the entire industry frozen in shock. We're talking about Papoose, hip-hop's soft-spoken warrior poet, a man known more for bars about loyalty and love than for violence. Now behind bars for what the NYPD is calling an attempted manslaughter charge. And the target of this rage-fueled attack? None other than Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. The alleged reason? Leaked, explicit photos of Remy Ma, Papoose's wife, that mysteriously ended up in 50 Cent's possession. A leak so damaging, so intimate, it allegedly pushed Papoose to cross the line between love and violence. So how does a rapper known for writing poems for his incarcerated wife end up throwing haymakers outside a luxury rooftop lounge in Manhattan? And more importantly, how did 50 Cent even get his hands on those private images of Remy Ma in the first place? This story isn't just wild. It's devastating, and it's only getting started. It all started 3 weeks ago when several prominent gossip pages received an anonymous tip. Attached was a folder full of graphic images allegedly of Remy Ma, images that were clearly never meant for public eyes. At first, fans were skeptical. With the rise of AI fakes and deepfake technology, people were quick to cry Photoshop. But those denials didn't last long. The images included tattoos, scars, birthmarks, details far too personal to ignore. And as online sleuths do, they quickly began connecting the dots. That's when the first real shock dropped. The metadata in the photos traced back to an iCloud account, a burner account to be exact, registered to a number linked to 50 Cent under an alias he's reportedly used for private communication. Within hours, the internet exploded. Memes were everywhere. The hashtag #RemyLeak went viral. Fan theories dominated the timeline. Fan reactions, yo, if this is true, 50 went too far. No wonder Papoose snapped. Another said, I knew there was tension, but this is next level betrayal. One person commented, protect Papoose at all costs. He did what any real one would. But while everyone was laughing, one man wasn't. Papoose. Papoose has always stayed out of the spotlight when it came to drama. He doesn't pick fights online. He doesn't chase clout. He supported his wife through prison, raised their family, and stood beside her as her career rebounded. To his fans, he was the last of a dying breed, old school, principled, and grounded in his values. But sources close to the couple say the leak hit him like a freight train. He was humiliated, not just by the leak, but by the fact that it tied directly to 50 Cent, a man with whom both he and Remy had a complicated and checkered history. Let's rewind to 2019. Rumors were swirling that 50 Cent had tried to sign Remy Ma to G-Unit. At the time, it was positioned as a music deal, but insiders claimed there were ulterior motives. DMs that felt too personal, meetings that happened off the books. At the time, both sides denied any impropriety. But now with this scandal, those old rumors are being re-examined in a whole new light. Fast forward to last Saturday night. 50 Cent had just finished hosting an invite-only event at a luxury rooftop lounge in the Lower East Side. Security was tight. The guest list included models, moguls, and influencers. Everything was smooth. Smiles, champagne, selfies. Until it wasn't. According to multiple witnesses and a now leaked police report, the moment 50 Cent stepped outside the venue, chaos erupted. A man in a hoodie approached him silently. No warning, no shouting. Just a vicious, clean punch straight to the jaw. That man, confirmed later by NYPD sources, was Papoose. The attack was fast and brutal. Witnesses say Papoose didn't let up. He was on top of 50 in seconds, raining down punches so hard that one bystander thought it was a staged stunt. But it wasn't. This was real, violent, bloody. By the time security got involved, the damage was done. 50 Cent had a dislocated shoulder, 3 fractured ribs, and a broken orbital bone. Emergency services rushed him to a nearby hospital. One EMT reportedly told a journalist it looked like a scene out of a Scorsese film. But what set social media into an even deeper spiral was what Papoose allegedly yelled mid-attack. Multiple witnesses claim he screamed, "Keep my wife's name out your ******ing phone." Not mouth, phone. That single line has since become a viral moment, a meme, a rallying cry, and a clue. A criminal defense attorney, weighing in on a podcast, said, if it's proven that Papoose premeditated the attack, especially with that poem in his pocket. This goes beyond a heat-of-the-moment charge. We're talking attempted manslaughter or even worse. So what exactly was 50 Cent doing with those photos? Was it a joke, a form of leverage, or something more sinister? Some speculate that 50 may have obtained the images through a back channel, a betrayal so close to home that it broke the foundation of a 13-year marriage. Adding more gasoline to the fire, a deleted Instagram live clip from just 2 weeks before the attack. 50 Cent, clearly under the influence, looked into the camera and said, "Some Liz out here ain't loyal when the FaceTime lights go off." At the time, fans thought it was just a random jab. Now, it feels like a direct shot. Legal experts have suggested that if 50 Cent knowingly distributed or even threatened to leak explicit material, he could face charges under New York's revenge porn laws. Even possessing such images in bad faith opens a legal Pandora's box, one lawyer said. If Remy Ma didn't consent to him keeping them, it's a felony. But here's where it gets even more chilling. During the arrest, police found a folded envelope in Papoose's inner jacket pocket. Inside was a handwritten 4-page poem. The title? "This Ain't Loyalty, This Is War." The contents haven't been officially released, but one investigator who read the pages called it the darkest love note I've ever seen. One leaked line from the poem reads, "One man grins behind a camera flash. The other drowns behind a locked bathroom door." Bloggers and fans are already dissecting every metaphor. Was this a confession, a warning, or a goodbye? And then there's Remy Ma. Since the leak, she has remained almost entirely silent. No tweets, no stories, no comments. She's unfollowed 50 Cent on all platforms. But fans noticed she quietly liked a post that read, "Some things are unforgivable, even if they come with diamonds." More damning, the same day the photos went public, Remy and Papoose were spotted leaving a private couples therapy session. Coincidence? Or a final attempt to salvage something already burning? Court documents now show that investigators have subpoenaed Remy's phone. Why? Because there's growing speculation that she may have willingly sent those images to 50 Cent. Not maliciously, perhaps, but maybe for attention, for validation, for reasons no one fully understands. And then, another bombshell dropped. A leaked voicemail from Remy's former stylist, Lex from the Bronx, hit the internet. In it, she says, "I told her to stop texting him those selfies. She said it was innocent, said she needed attention. I didn't know it'd go this far." This revelation has fractured fans. Some defend Remy, claiming she's a victim caught in a dangerous game between two egos. Others blame her for lighting the match. But everyone agrees this isn't just a scandal. It's a tragedy. Some fans commented, "Remy played a dangerous game and Papoose is paying the price." Another said, "If this ends with a diss track and a trial, I'm done. This is Shakespeare meets love and hip-hop." 50 Cent, now recovering under 24/7's police watch, is reportedly already back to what he does best, music. Word from studio insiders is that he's working on a diss track titled Nudes 3 Judas. And if 50's history is any clue, it's going to be brutal. Remember, this is the same man who once bought out Ja Rule's concert tickets just to leave the seats empty. Meanwhile, Papoose remains in custody. His brother gave a fiery statement outside Rikers, telling the press, "My brother didn't snap. He sacrificed himself. Y'all don't know what 50 was really doing." That quote alone has opened the door to even more speculation. Was this just a crime of passion, or something bigger? Blackmail, manipulation, revenge? As the dust settles, one thing is clear. This story is far from over. From love letters in prison to felony charges in Manhattan, the Papoose and Remy Ma story has taken a dark and heartbreaking turn. A marriage once seen as bulletproof is now hanging by a thread. A rap mogul lies injured, and an entire fan base is left asking, where do we go from here? Call to action. So let us know in the comments below, was Papoose justified in what he did? Or did he let anger and betrayal drive him to a point of no return?